What's up, everybody, man? Today we talking Eagles. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time to get in here and do as we do. I am proud to say that this is going to be a good one. So if you haven't already, come on in. Let's get it. Oh yeah, y'all come on in the building. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm out here. The tailgate
Tone down to the road talk. This is first class. This ain't roll call. Say I switched up. Say I posed off. Wasn't friends back then. I don't know y'all. Remember you never bet on me then. Now you hear me sliding on my DMs. Heard the talk, you caught a little wind. You been rapping the kid like ever since. How you say you with me when you out there on the fence? If you really with me, ain't no thing as it depends. You can't take an L but wanna celebrate the wins. Can't take an L but take offense. I can't wait on nobody to catch up. I can't wait on nobody, I'm next up. I can't wait, ain't no time for no rest up. Say to sleep for the week, let them get up. Look at what he made me, can you really blame me? All up in the group chat, talk like I'm crazy. They don't try to play me, couldn't let it change me. Now when they hit me, I don't know shit, I'm on them. To the road talk, this is first class, this ain't roll call. Say I switched up, say I closed off. Wasn't friends back then, I don't know y'all. Remember you never bet on me then. Now you hear me sliding on my DMs. Talking, you caught a little wind. You been rapping the kid like ever since. Now you see me now, but you gotta reminisce. I was throwing shade like the joke in my expense. Had to make a move, touchdown, I flip the script. Could've done the same, but you didn't take the risk. Is it that enticing? I put in my 10,000, I made sacrifices. Used to crash the party, stand around and act divided. Now I'm on the list, I ain't gotta advertise. Look at what it made me, can you really blame me? All up in the group chat, talk like I'm crazy. They don't try to play me, couldn't let it change me. Now when they hit me, I don't know shit, I'm tone deaf to the road talk.
What's up? What's up? What's up, man? Welcome to the Tailgate Experience, man. If you haven't already, please come on in, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Look, we talking Philadelphia Eagles, all things that's Eagles today. Let's remember, the Eagles are sitting in this draft, and guess what? Breaking news for them is they're releasing Darius Slay. They're allowing him to walk today. So with that being said, we're going to do a 7th round mock draft for them, and we're going to give you the offseason biggest additions and needs that they potentially need to be better for next season. And I don't know how much better you can get for winning the Super Bowl, but think about it. When you think about the Eagles, you think about later round picks. Anyway, from Jason Kelce, like I said, who was a former 6th round pick for them in 2011, defensive back Jalen Mills, who was a former 7th rounder for them in 2016. You got left tackle Jordan Mailata. He was a former 7th round pick for them in 2018. Think about it. Morrow, who came to them in the 7th round 2023. Look, they got 3 5th round picks in this draft to make some things happen. They got a 4th, they got a 3rd, they got a 2nd and a 1st, and it's a late round 1st. So with that being said, you got to look at some of the biggest departures that's probably going to be happening. They're likely to lose Josh Sweat to free agency, and then Brandon Graham is potentially retiring over there. So that would leave Nolan Smith, who just came into his own. Then you got rookie Jalen Hunt, and then you got Bryce Huff, who was signed but underachieved since he is signed with the Eagles. So look for him to have an increased role over there. Like I said, when you sign a 3-year deal, $51 million, boy, you better get out here and figure something out. So it's possible that they could potentially use a pick there to bolster up their linebacker / edge rushing corps. But keep in mind, you got to remember, this is the end of the 1st round that they're going to be at. So you got to be careful. You got to make sure you're not going to get a cream of the crop premium player right there. So you got to remember, at the defensive tackle position, you got Milton Williams, who's going to be leaving for free agency. But that's okay because, like I said, they got Jalen Carter. He played 90% of their snaps. So you don't even have to worry about that young fella. Then you got Amojo and Booker, who could fill in the rotation behind him. Then you got Jordan Davis as well. So you don't have to worry about that position but so much. Here's another position that you're saying, okay, what's going on? Offensive tackle, Lane Johnson is going to be 34. The crazy thing is, I remember when they took Lane Johnson when he was a rookie and whatnot, and that's crazy. Now he's committed to coming back in 2025, so you need a possible successor behind him. So you should be looking at some point in time for a tackle, whether that be he come in at left and start at right, or right and start at left. You need to look at somebody. Tight end, Dallas Goedert, he missed some times last year. I think he missed at least 3 games in each of the last seasons. And this is his 7th season. So considering, you might need to start looking at tight end as a position, because you got Penn State Tyler Warren. He'll be gone by the time is that. So you might want to take a look at somebody else, man. That's all I'm saying. And cornerback room, you need somebody to go alongside Quinyon Mitchell, man. So let's make sure that we do our just to try to find some players, man. Whether that's Isaiah Thomas or Benjamin Morris from Notre Dame. I mean, with that first round, you can go anywhere. You can go Mason Taylor if you're there, Elijah Arroyo, the tight end. You could go edge rusher, depends on who's still there. Defensive tackle. If a Grant or one of them boys, Harmon, was to fall, which I doubt it, but you know, you could snatch one of those guys up. So let's get into it as we do. Let's go ahead and showcase this thing for what it is, and let's put that out there. Here we go. Make sure, like I said, you guys subscribe on your way in. Show that love too, man, because like I said, we starting and we getting this thing on off, and what better way to do it than to do it like this right here. So let's start this mock draft. Let's get into it as we do. The Eagles sit at 32. And with this mock draft, like I said, it's going to be dependent upon who's there at 32. So come on in here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. All right. You got Loveland sitting right there. You got Jahad Campbell, linebacker, Alabama, sitting right there. And Derek Harmon. Oh, my God. You got a good. Oh, Siobhan Ravenel sitting right there, too. Oh, well. Well, this is where it gets complicated at. I think for you guys, Jahad Campbell would be a heaven sent, and you could always get a weapon at tight end later. I was gonna go Loveland for you guys, but the defensive player, you gotta kind of add on to what you're missing. And the only reason why I say linebacker is because Brandon Graham and them guys are leaving, so it would make sense to go in there and get him, Jahad Campbell, and add to what you already got. Next up, I'm either going corner or tight end, whichever one is the best fit for where you sitting at right here. Well, damn. Princely Umayanan just dropped to you. Hold on now. Because y'all got it going on. Elijah Arroyo sitting right there. I mean, you just go as the board comes to you. Alfred Collins is sitting right there. You could look to replace your man that just left in free agency. You know what? I'm gonna put Alfred Collins with Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. That's exactly what the hell I'm gonna do. I just got Jihad Campbell, Princely Human. You could go Princely Human or you can go Alfred Collins right here, but I'm going Alfred Collins. I think that would be a supreme thing to do and add to your defense and make it even much more powerful. You didn't think you could get better? Yes, you can. Now here, you're going to need an interior offensive lineman, but I'm not sold. I just let go the corner that I just let go. So I'm going to look down and see how far the best available corner, and that's Denzel Burke. Denzel Burke would be right on time. That's a player that I need. But I need a tackle. And you can't go wrong with Boston College's Ozzie Trapilo. Let's go. Let's get him right here. What I just did right there is I just solidified both sides of the football by getting you the tackle that you need, because I just told you Lane Johnson, you got an hour, you got a time clock on him. Now, with this being said, it works out that you're sitting there in Zy Alexander, cornerback from LSU, sitting right there. You talking about a great running mate to put there alongside Quinyon Mitchell. I would take this right here. If this happens, let me make sure. Let me go take a look and see who's the best available. But I'm going Zy Alexander there. If all else fails, because I need that corner. Oh Lord, you got a chance to get Jordan Phillips. Oh my God, could you imagine Alfred Collins, Jordan Phillips, Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis? Oh my God. Talk about a nightmare. They would be, oh my God. I don't even want to get, let me get that corner and get going. It's a position of need for you guys, and you needed a guy right there. Zy Alexander, LSU. That's perfect for you guys. All right. Now I'm gonna start looking for, because here is where it gets interesting. You could go and you could take your time and you could double up an offensive lineman, because Seth McLaurin, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good option right there. Or I could drop down here and get you somebody like Malachi Moore. Which direction should I take it? You know what? I'm gonna go tight end right here. Y'all boy need a tight end. Jackson Halls, Georgia Tech, sitting right there. Let me see who else available. Yeah, I give you Jackson Halls right here. I think that'll be a good pickup for you guys. You get a guy that can vertically stretch, and he can get out here and block for you. All right, where we at? We got 2 picks left, and they're 2 back-to-back almost. So, with that being said, Bossa sitting right there. I wouldn't put it beside y'all. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about, the Eagles, to make sure that they get another linebacker in the building. And Bossa, you could either go him or Quincy Riley. You already got Zy Alexander, so that's why I wasn't going to push the issue. But this is great value for Bossa. And you get another guy that could come in here and add to that defense, because y'all pretty much set offensively. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add insult to injury. I'm going to give y'all Malachi Moore. I mean, hell, y'all got everything else. I was going to give you Harvey, but with Saquon being there, 2,000 yards, it ain't going to make that much of a difference. I think this right here is a perfect draft for the Philadelphia Eagles to stay on top, because what you just did is all the positions that somebody left, you replaced that. Like I said, from Brandon Graham and the guys leaving and all that, you replaced with Jihan Campbell, Alfred Collins. Those 2 picks alone right there, I'm extremely happy with. And then you get the tackle of the future, and you get Zy Alexander, who's a starting caliber corner. And then, hell, Jackson Halls. He could sit behind your man for a year. Godertz. He could sit behind him for a year if he wanted to. Bossa, which would be a great rotational guy to take his time to come on in here. And if you're not getting what you need to get out of the linebacker position, outside edge rusher, where you just paid that man $50 million, I mean, good God, because that's a lot of money to be putting out there. And I get it, man. Bryce Huff, it was just a terrible fit, but like I said, you guys still win with him, so it is what it is at this point. If you want to get up off of him and potentially make something happen, make it shake, that's the way to go about doing it, though. So make sure you saw what it was. Make sure you like, you comment, subscribe. Look, we back up in here, and I got all day. So it's your boys, man. Subscribe to the channel.